What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the GX470 again. This time we're going to be restoring the headlights. So as you guys can kind of see here, they are pretty oxidized and they just look horrible. And of course, being that there is oxidation on it, it does reduce the amount of light that actually gets out of the headlight onto the actual road. So it does reduce visibility. So what we're going to do, we're going to restore them, show you guys what product we use and the whole process. So let's go ahead and get started. So as you guys can see here, pretty bad. Like, just look at all that haziness, all the oxidation, even in the fog light area. So we're going to be fixing all that, and then it'll look as new as it could be after we restore it. All right, so this is what we're going to be using. So Adams Polishes makes these two headlight restoration packets. This one's like quick and easy. This one is for more if you have really bad oxidation and more involved, I guess. So we're going to show you guys both. We're probably going to do the easier one on the fog lights, and then we'll do this one on the headlights. All right, so let's first do the fog light housing. So this is the graphene ceramic headlight restoration kit. So this is the easy one, the fast one. So inside of it, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these packets. This is the driver's side, step 1. This is the passenger side, step 1. So with these driver's side and passenger side, there's going to be a wipe 1 and wipe 2 for both. And then there's going to be a step 2, wipe 1 and 2. In this packet, it will also give you some gloves so that way your hands are protected. And then of course it has instructions as well. So let's get this one going. All right, we got the instructions here. So step 1, put on the gloves. We got gloves on. And since we were doing the passenger side, we got the passenger wipes. I'm gonna do step 1 first, or wipe 1 first. Take it out. You can kind of see here, this is what it looks like. So very wet, that's why you got gloves on. So step 1, we're just gonna rub this onto the fog light area. So the instruction says to flip every once in a while and then make sure the oxidation gets on the rag, and we can kind of see here with all the brown that's on here. So now let's go ahead and move on to wipe number 2. So you can kind of see how light it is. So we'll start with this side, do the other side, flip it inside out, and then do all 4 sides. The first wipe, we spent maybe 45 seconds to a minute. So not very long, and it already looks really, really good. But when you guys are doing this, you guys can kind of feel under the wipe, like the grit and stuff from all the oxidation. So it is nice that as you're doing it, it does get smoother. So we'll flip that over. And these fog lights weren't too bad, so it's not as brown as the first one, the first wipe. So it should get better as you guys are doing it. Now that we're done with step 1, what we got to do is wash this down with some water and then clean it with a microfiber rag. All right, so now we have wiped off this entire area. So this area is completely free of any water or anything like that. So all right, step number 2, this is the graphene ceramic protection. So what they want you to do first is get rid of your old gloves and then put some new ones on. Once you got your new ones on, let's go ahead and open this up. So this will be a little bit tacky when you apply it, and you want to let this dry and don't smear it after you guys are done wiping it. I believe it's for 15 to 20 minutes. So what they want you to do is to wipe in a horizontal direction, so basically side to side, and then repeat and then just overlap slightly. So that's exactly what we're going to do. And since the fog light is so small, it's going to be easy. So we'll start in this corner over here, and then if you do get on the paint, they said you can just wipe it off with a microfiber rag. So no big if you do. Start on one side. They want to use light to medium pressure all the way over, and then we'll come down all the way over like that. So with this, it's a liquid ceramic coating. So basically it acts as a clear coat to protect this from the sun rays, UV rays, and it will prevent it from getting oxidized again. So this part is the part that will make it last. So don't forget to do this part. But we're gonna let it sit and dry for a little bit. Instructions say it's gonna be tacky for 15 to 30 minutes and to keep it out of weather conditions, so definitely don't drive it in the rain or anything like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let it sit here and let it dry for an hour, and then it'll be completely good to go. You can drive and do whatever you want. All right, so let's show you guys a little side by side. This is the passenger side that we just did. As you guys can see completely through. That looks so good. And then here is driver's side, which we have not done yet. So kind of see there the haze, you can't really see what's back there, it's like censored, so it looks good. Let me see if I can get a front view where you can see both. So right there you guys can kind of see both. The passenger side is way clearer, and that was pretty easy with that wipe kit that we just did. So with the headlights, we're going to be using this other kit. This kit here is more involved since there is sanding and stuff. So this is what we're going to be doing for the headlights, just because it's so much worse and it's probably going to need all that sanding. So first of all, we're going to do step one, which is basically the same thing as we did on the fog lights. So we'll go ahead and use step one, wipe one, and then wipe two on the headlights. So now we're gonna go ahead and just clean it off with some water and then get it completely dry. All right, so I wanna show you guys what it looks like right before we sand it. So this is just after step one. It's a little bit clearer. Definitely a lot less yellow, but I think we definitely have some more work to do. So let's go ahead and start sanding it. So what we're doing now is we got some water on the headlights and we're using the sander with the sand disc that they provided in the kit. So this one here, you start off with 2,000 and then you move on to 3,000. So we'll just work our way around, take our time with it. I think it says to spend maybe 2 or 3 minutes and then see how long it takes to actually get it to where you guys like it. And anything you guys could do if you guys want to, you guys could mask off around the headlight with some masking tape. That way the paint's protected and that way you guys don't scratch it just in case, but we're just going to be real careful. All right, so we just spent about 2-3 minutes with the first 2000 grit. So we're going to wipe it down and see what it looks like. I think at first it's going to be real foggy just because we basically just scratched up the lenses. So we're going to go ahead and do the 3000 grit and then move on to the next step. All right, so now that we are done with step 2, we're going to move on to step 3, which is the graphene ceramic protection. So we're going to apply it from the top to the bottom, going in a horizontal pattern all the way down to the bottom. And then we'll do the other way and we'll just overlap it. So now you can kind of see that it's kind of scuffed up from the sanding, but once we apply this, everything will be clear. Yep. So you guys can see here the magic that is in this ceramic graphene protection. You literally just wipe it on. It's basically like a liquid clear coat. So it'll protect this from UV rays and all that good stuff. So that is so cool. So now that we have fully applied that on there, we'll just let it dry for about 15 to 30 minutes. Don't drive it outside, and then it should be tack free in about an hour or so. All right, so it's been drying for a little bit. So I want to show you guys the side by side here. So Passenger side looks absolutely amazing. Driver side, that is a huge difference. So very cool. Now we'll go ahead and back up and show you guys both. You can see there, you can see everything that is in that headlight now compared to the driver's side. So we're gonna go ahead and finish this side.